thing that you want to set up is your infinite banking system, and that is done through whole life insurance. There's a lot of whole life insurance, different variations out there, but the one that you want is the one that gives you the maximum cash value. So what you put in, you can put, let's say for example, you put in $10,000 in, you can actually loan that $10,000 back out as and that once you loan it out, that $10,000 that's in the whole life insurance still continues to collect interest and dividends as if it's still there. Why? Because it's backed by the life insurance policy, which is worth more than what you actually put in. Okay, so when you take it out, in a sense, it's your own bank, but because it's your bank, it's also your business, you need to pay it back with interest on it so that it makes profit for this banking business. If you took money out and never paid it back, you stole from your business, your bank will go out of business and the system will not work. Okay. But because that 10,000 now is now growing at let's say 4 to 8% interest plus another 4% dividends, which means you have a share in the whole life insurance company. So as an insurance company does well, you're a part owner of that. You also do well in that insurance plan. So that then gives you compound interest. So as you put more and more into it, you could then loan it back out and then pay it back. Okay, now it's kind of weird. I was like, why am I paying interest on my own money? All right. There's a book called Infinite Banking System. I believe it's by Spencer or something. But I don't remember what it is. But if you put it on Amazon, let me actually go to it right now and I'll show you the book. They do a better job of explaining it, but they kind of call it the grocery store analogy, where you open up a grocery store and it's your stuff, it's your food. But if you went into it and got bought your groceries and went out the back door and didn't pay for it, your store would then not have enough money to buy new inventory and make a profit because you've taken so much. And because the profit that you make is a small fraction. If you take let's say a milk that's $5, but it costs you $4 to get to buy that milk, and you only make $1 profit. Well, you stripped away that much amount of capital in order to buy new inventory. Okay, but if you actually paid for it out of your own grocery store, then it would show that your grocery store is making a profit. It can then use that money again to grow its business and make more money over and over again. So just like that grocery store method, it's also your bank, which is your money. If you stole your money out of it, it's gonna take a long time, and it's not gonna have the capital to earn interest on its money. Okay. All right, so we're gonna have Evan here. We'll be babysitting him for a little bit, so I'll continue talking. But I'm gonna hold him here so that he doesn't cry. I think he likes it better when he gets to lean backwards. All right. So, anyways, let me shift it down a little bit. All right. So, with this infinite banking system, you don't want to steal from your own bank. You want your bank to be profitable, which then opens up more. As it's more and more profitable, you get more and more leverage or more and more, credit lines to then go out and invest in real estate and put in assets that actually make money. So let's say when you put that 10,000 and screw to 100,000, or let's just 100,000, or let's make it 50,000 to be more realistic. If you don't think 100,000 is big enough, but I think 100,000 is very realistic. Anyway, so let's just do 100 just to round it up. We can then, hey, we then take out that cash, 8%, which is your money anyway that you can earn interest on that you're paying your own bank. You loan it out to real estate that would then make, you know, 10%, or loan out to a hard money lender, be a hard money lender and loan out 12%. You would then be able to earn interest on that 4%, and then on top of that, pay a little extra principal back into your bank account. Then your bank makes more money. Then you do it over and over again until it builds up a huge credit line where you can then take that money out, and it's also tax free too because it's a loan. And then use that on real estate on bigger purchases, to which then cash flow and feed your banking system again. Okay, so right now, just I'm going to go to this site called Paradigm Life. This is where I got mine too. So let me show you where it is. So let me type in Paradigm Life. Dime Life. So I don't get any commissions or anything, but this is where I learn, and this is basically what they taught. So if you go into here and you just want to learn more about it, you can go and there's some free training courses, and it's basically the same strategy here. Okay, so all you do is just get it, and you say, hey, based on like how much capital you have saved, if you have like 20,000 and you want to put more into it right away and take it out, you can totally do that. They'll set you up properly. If you don't have much, then $100 a month minimum is where you can start. I would just say just start it, get your feet wet, and once you get comfortable and you're approved, and because they have to do like medical blood draw, make sure you're healthy and everything else, then you can open up as many lines as you want once you're comfortable in dumping more into your whole life insurance, so that you can then loan it back out to yourself. So okay, now the other thing is that once you have enough, like let's say instead of let's say you live off $50,000 a year. What I would probably do is then loan out that $50,000 myself, use it for your day-to-day living, and as you're getting paid month to month, pay it all back into your Paradigm Life, or I mean your whole life insurance. It's by a different company, but actually, with interest, so that it grows over and over. And every year, you take it out. So instead of buying a car, it's financing your um, yearly expenses. So what I would do with that is actually I would probably put it over to Bitcoin, because I don't want all this fake cash sitting around there. I want to put it over to Bitcoins, and then have that hedge and grow, or put it under gold and silver, let that grow on its own, and then draw it as you need it. You'll probably have some left over because that gold and silver is probably going to grow too. Okay. So once that is done, that's the biggest first step, because that takes a long. It takes about 5 years to build, to really build to the point where you can actually start using it. Okay, so just get that done, get it out of the way. It's quick and easy. And then the next stuff, we'll talk about how to increase your cash flow by making sales of selling things and services over the internet, without actually having to be there, without having to be rejected. All you really do is just put stuff online, and people like it and buy it. And you don't have to be creative. You can leverage a team to then help you build this. All right. So go ahead and set that up right now. And once you set that up, come back to this next video. Okay. Thanks.